Okay, hi. Oh, sorry. Um, for mysterious and um oh god, I'm too tired for the joke. I'm tired. I'm tired, chat. Um Daylight savings isn't helping, but honestly, I've been uh struggling with sleep for a while. So, getting around for stream today was taking me a second. Um Hi, hello. How are we doing? What is up, my friends? I've got a song here that I want to workshop a little bit. The thing with this song is that it's a really long, boring, slow one. I'm gonna run it. We're gonna talk through what I want to change. If you have any ideas for custom songs for today, drop them in the chat. I would love to do one of them. But for a moment, we're just gonna take a listen here. Okay, so moment one here to change. I think that we can do better with these drum sounds. How are we doing today? Okay. So, let's change up these drums. Cuz I think this is a fun moment. This bass feels nice and also fat. What is my chain here? This is crazy. Wow. That's actually really interesting. I don't remember doing this. It's just some really good texture. I might even brighten that up a little bit. Just a tiny bit. We'll see. I might go back on that. Okay, these drum sounds. So the original idea here is that I just wanted to stay away from like some conventional sounds. And so I stand by like some of the Foley aspect on that, but some of those sounds are not working for me right now. Okay. So let's find a new kick. I think that maybe even the other Foley textures are pretty solid, but I want to find a new kick. So. Oops, it helps if I can spell. I don't think I want anything quite so punchy. Maybe. I don't think so. Maybe something like that. Okay. I'm gonna make that smaller. All right, so my original rhythm. Maybe I'll try and pull that over. Yeah. Ah, the rhythm changes over there a little bit. Something like that. Probably. Okay, what do I like about this sound here? I like that there's some good Foley texture. So on this kick, we want to do something to make it feel less synthetic. Because that is a very synthy kick. Try layering it with something like that. Something that'll just give it a little bit texture. Too much texture. No worries, friend. I figured if you weren't texting me back, you had some stuff going on. I'm trying to find the right way to blend a kick drum here. That is pretty sick. Good job, dude. I think maybe I just need to find a different sample on this one. What's the mission today? You tell me. I'm waiting to hear. I'm just working on a song that I've been putting off for a long ass time. It's this space here that I'm just trying to clean up a little bit. And I thought that maybe I wanted a synthy kick, and now I'm like, maybe I do not want a synthy kick. Maybe I want something a little bit brighter. Maybe I want to layer a bunch of these random ass what's the most butt rock EDM genre in your opinion? Bro step. Yeah. I don't know if that qualifies. Like, I don't know if that hits the same space as butt rock. I have a lot of choice things to say about like the Chainsmokers and like pop EDM. Yeah, Bro Step hasn't really held currency, has it? I think that it because what I'm really trying to think of is like a genre that just like isn't good. I think Cell Dweller makes. Yeah, sure. Maybe I gotta look up some definitions here. Butt rock. Post-grunge and hard rock characterized by raspy vocals, radio-friendly hooks, and formulaic guitar riffs. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I wanted to double check before I really get too far in on this. Electro swing. It's not metal, it's not yeah, okay. I think that there's a certain grit to it that like the Chainsmokers doesn't have though. You know what I mean? What's a genre that electro swing is like third wave ska is a hell of a take. All right. Incredible. God, okay, because I'm trying to think of what would kind of feel raspy like that other one. Like like maybe Sonic Similarity is too much. No, I guess Chainsmokers would be a pretty solid insert for that. Early Lights. I was gonna say Lights and Ellie Goulding are two separate things here. I know that she had that one song Lights. I just saw the Artist Lights live on Wednesday, and it was a really solid because she is a very talented musician. I could say like the Ellie Goulding era very much, I think, kind of fits the butt rock qualifications, in my opinion. See, I think that hits a lot of check marks. Zed, okay, there's a couple, there's a few songs from Zed that I really get into, I will say. I think that Zed has some decent talent. But I can say that are you just going after people that I listen to, dude? Come on. Pegboard nerds. Oh my god. 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 I figured it out. I think that the equivalent to butt rock is just Monstercat as a label. I think that's what it is. And there's some good Monstercat releases out there, but there's some good butt rock. Yeah. Sure. Yep. I think that we're just gonna say it's Monstercat as a structure. uh There's one Monstercat artist that does not belong on that label at all, and that is Haywire, who consistently puts out such like ascendantly better music than anyone else on that label that I don't understand why he's even there. Haywire's got some really solid stuff. Because it feels like everything on Monstercat who's the butt rock band that is unfairly hated? I always thought that Puddle of Mudd was much better than they get credit for. Just kidding. Puddle of Mudd sucks. You know, I think that I have to say like not that they don't deserve the title, but I do think that it was a meme to hate Nickelback for a long time, and that was probably not deserved because they were probably really solid as a band for what they were. I think that early 3 days is a reasonable take. Tough question. Tough question to answer. That's like saying like which Beethoven piece didn't deserve to be written by Beethoven. Like, I don't know how do you answer that. No, but yeah, I feel like I don't know, it's hard to say. I have not listened to very much 3 Days Grace. I have not listened to that much butt rock in general. My parents didn't divorce, so why would I listen to any of it? You know what I mean? Like, I think that like being part of a split household is the prerequisite for getting into the genre. Okay. Where were we? I was trying to make these drums work. It doesn't help that my parents were like 40 when I was born, which means that a lot of their music tastes would have been not equivalent. That's a you know, it's a great point. Let's skip over the 808s. I don't mind that one. I'm kind of tired of working on this, so. Median dad representative, it's incredible. I want that as a t-shirt. Oh, I wanted to compress this maybe. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, I'm tired of working on this one. I feel like it's just draining the life out of me. But I like some of the vibes on it though. Well, this is supposed to be a pretty slow song. It's 8 minutes long, and it's a lot of this. So, what's the next song? No, I'm not gonna do Median Dad Representative as a song. That feels difficult to conceptualize. I am taking ideas for a new track, by the way, though. So throw something goofy at me. What do you want to hear? Is it racing game in outer space? Is it Animal Crossing in hell? Is it something to do with Pikmin again? Is it the scene in a movie where you find a quest item behind a trader, also in space still? How are we feeling tonight? Tropical Underground Dungeon. This one's already been written, my friend. Okay, hold on one sec.
tropical island, as a tropical island, as a tropical island, as a tropical island. Stick to the plan. I think I'll turn into a lava man. I think I'll turn into a lava man.
What time is it? Time for.
Yeah, so we have that one. Tropical Underground Dungeon. Yeah, let's try and make it happen. Yeah, that's definitely the take that I'm kind of feeling in my head is oh god, I am so tired. Exactly what you were telling me. God, sorry. My goodness. Okay. So I'm thinking about making my Reese stack extra fat today. Where am I going? MIDI. I need MIDI. There we go. All right. So we'll set one of them to be up here. And that one is getting a little bit. Okay. Oh, sorry. Thank you for reminding me. Okay. I was just putting together a bit of a kind of a groovy bass line, right? Because I feel like that's like one of the things that a lot of dungeons get is just like hella bass lines. Okay, let's go about here. Let's make that a little longer. I want to hear the separate attack. Maybe I don't need to do... Maybe we'll do something like that instead. Yeah, something in this space. Longer. There we go. I know that this is literally a baseline that I've already done, but I'm allowed. Okay. Let's what do we get for drums and stuff like that? A lot of hand drums. Okay. A little bit darker for underground. I don't have a super specific idea. I think that when we get other instruments in here, it's gonna kind of flesh it out a little bit. But we can bring that reverb layer down a little bit. Which I think it does color it a little bit more towards what we're thinking. Okay. Sorry, God, I am just barely hanging on. I'm just gonna look up tropical here. Okay. This one sounds great. This is kind of sitting on one chord for right now, huh? What if I offset this one? I don't want to establish harmony. No, I'm not having fun with any of this. I want to... I want that sound. I like the sound in particular. I'm gonna try and make an arpeggio out of it, or an arpeggiator kind of sound. Okay, that'll work. Okay, something like that could work. Let's see. I think I like the energy on that. It's gotta get some more textures through for it to land, but it's in the right space. I like the melody on it. Okay. I'm gonna layer this for a third time. No, that's kind of getting rid of it, isn't it? What's the name for the drum? The tropical one. It's the bowl with all of the little and you why am I blanking on it? Oh God. There we go. Nope, that's not what I was looking for. What did I replace? That's not what I wanted. What happened to my original here? Hey, buddy. Bring me back to my other one. This is the one that I wanted to go steal drums with. Okay. Does that feel tropical as an opening layer? Feels like a tropical cave to me, I feel like. This preset has tropical in the names, so it's probably thematically accurate and also historically. Well, it is a cave. It's got to feel expansive, right? Not good. want to be here. Is this too soon for this to iterate? Yes. I'm gonna try something radical. And then there we go. Okay. Let's throw let's find a good okay. I want to do kind of like a hybrid bossa thing. Something like that, maybe. Then let's get a little bit of I don't know if this will land or not, but we're gonna try it. Do I have any other like accents? Yeah. Oops. Okay, let's close in on this a little bit. Okay. Uh Not the world's greatest little solo, but hopefully it's a bit usable. Yeah, that'll work. Maybe this one needs to come back for a second in this moment. Something like this. Yeah, that's kind of fun, having a little bit of a solo break for a little bit of a call and response deal. It's a little bit funky on the timing, because it's like, why is that just there once and also in the middle of this whole thing? But the world is in constant entropy and nothing matters, so Okay, and this one starts maybe a touch early. So I'm gonna get rid of some of the pitch bend info on this one and make that kick in just a little bit later. Maybe about there. Okay. The song needs a little bit more of an impact when this breakdown happens here. Do we want it to go? No, I don't think I want to try and do that. I do kind of want to buff the like so the way that it's set up right now is that it's very I want that to be a little bit more consistent. Yeah, something closer to that. Let's hear from the beginning here again. I realized that I've just been not talking at all through this whole process. So, sorry about it. Um. This definitely needs like a new energy to kick in here. And I don't know exactly what that looks like. Um, just trust me on this one a moment, I think. Maybe it's not quite sitting where I want it to. We'll see. We'll see when we get some of the other sounds in here. I feel like I want that bass to be a little bit more forward in the mix. I suppose I should get my side chaining stuff set up on that too. And I'm going to maybe only sidechain on that lower voice. Because that higher one is pretty subtle. Okay. And we want that from... This is literally just a 505 kit that I'm using right now too. I normally wouldn't use that in my own music. But in some of this stuff that kind of feels a little bit throwbacky. Like video game music in general, I really like using it because the sounds feel a little bit more familiar. I feel like it kind of like evokes a certain temperament, you know what I mean? So it's kind of funny how I like you can go really far on basic tools, which isn't a shock because all of our genres now were built on basic tools. Let's drop. Bit of a band filter thing going on here. I don't know what this moment needs. What other tropical instruments? Let's do we have any like ukuleles lying around? I don't think so. Um, do we have any slide guitars? Put a monkey noise in there. I'm half tempted to drop that in there. Oops. Yeah, I'm not really vibing with that either. I can hear that this needs a new beat in this moment, but I don't know what it is, and I don't think it's this. But I think that the core idea is pretty solid. I like this moment. I don't think that I need to think about it too hard past that. This is a fun idea, guys. Thanks for dropping it in the chat today. Okay, stream projects. What's our date? It is March 9th. No, not tags, title. And our idea was Tropical Island Dungeon. There we are. Got it saved. I might be struggling for ideas on this one. I might want to kind of call it. I hope that isn't too short of a stream, but I'm tired. And maybe it'll be nice to even get outside while the weather's nice, huh? What do you guys think? Should I try and push through, or do you guys feel good with it being there? Weather nice, you're sleepy. I like this idea a lot, though. This was a fun one. This is the kind of sound design challenge that feels good. I don't know. I feel like I could see myself doing a platform game that's like maybe a little bit of water dripping from the ceiling. The nice part about the congas is that it has a little bit of a like if you're not paying attention, it can have a little bit of like the lava bubbling sound. Yeah. It can feel a little bit, you know, like, I don't know. It feels lava-y to me, the drums do. So, let's see if I can find a comparable energy. Not really. Whatever. Let's see. Tropical Island Dungeon. Can I find anything that evokes what I am thinking in my head? I cannot. That is okay. Well, all right, friends. Thanks for a good idea. Drop any other ones you have in the Discord. I will be excited to get into more of them. It is nap time. Thanks for hanging out, friends. I will see you in the next one. Hope you have a good evening. Take care. Goodbye.